Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be doing my January favourites and this everyday kind of get ready with me. I had a completely different idea for this week's video, but then I was just getting ready and I wanted to chit chat. I've been loving listening to podcasts, so I kind of just wanted to chat with you guys, share some of the things I've been loving this lockdown, what's been getting me through, and then show you what products I use in my everyday makeup. If you want to see how I did this, just keep watching and let's get into it. Yeah. I do look slightly mental, but that's like the whole point, isn't it? That I look mental and I'm gonna look cute in a while. So bear with the process. Alright, firstly I want to just give a little disclaimer in this video. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. This is what I've done probably since I was about 14 or whenever I started wearing makeup. It makes me look slightly better than I do currently, so we'll roll with it. Obviously I tanned last night. I used the Iconic Bronze Medium lotion on my body and then I used it on my face as well and then contoured with it. So I know this video idea is very Zoella circa 2014 vibes, you know, January favourites, but I just thought, seems as my New Year's resolution is to make a video every Tuesday at 6 o'clock, maybe it would be a good shout to start having one video a month as a favourites video. And especially while we're in lockdown, you know, kind of something that's getting me through lockdown. I'll do my makeup and get ready while I'm doing my favourites. So I'm going to be doing my everyday makeup. And this is the only makeup I can do. My sister does my going out makeup, so kind of just like a chit chat, get ready with me, really. So I'm going to be telling you the products I'm using as well. I don't know why, because I don't really use good products, but sure, look. Maybelline Fit Me. This is 220. Slightly dark. I think 128 was better, they just didn't have it, but it's good when I'm tanned, so it's not really too much of an issue. It's kind of fine. Then sometimes if I'm feeling a bit dark, I'll use, and I want to lighten it up, I'll use 040 in the HD coverage Catrice. This is just like a really cheap pennies foundation, but like really recommend. I actually think I have a severe phobia of foundation on my face. It makes me feel violently sick. I hate when it gets into the acrylic. I don't really enjoy the process of foundation, but no, it has to be done, doesn't it really? Well, it doesn't have to be done, but I choose to wear makeup, so it does have to be done. Actually, that leads me on to my first thing that got me through lockdown, is books. I kind of had a fun relationship, a kind of strange relationship with books my entire life. I loved them when I was younger, kind of fell out of them, went back into them then. Since March, which a lot of you'll know, March was kind of a transformative period for me. For want not to be dramatic, it was quite transformative. So I started reading a lot of books and learning a lot about self-help, learning a lot about life kind of through books, and it's something that I really enjoy now. I love getting new books, I love getting book recommendations, I love everything to do with it really. The first book of this lockdown I showed actually in my what I got for Christmas video. It is Women Don't Owe You Pretty by Florence Given. To be honest, this book kind of took me about 2 goes to get into, and it kind of took my friend reading it and being like, Molly, I can't put it down, please read it. Maybe I will give it another shot. It is actually a book, now you could probably read it quite quickly, but it has some nice graphics in it as well. I really just found it very eye-opening. I kind of didn't really get into it when I first started it because I was like, this kind of has nothing to do with me. Not that, now I know I'm a woman, so obviously like it has inherently got something to do with me. But I don't know, I just found it so like unrelatable to my life. When you actually start reading it, you realise all the, I want the word now. Like when you don't actually realise some of what you're doing is misogynistic and anti-women. And like some of the comments you make without even thinking, I really realise that the impact and where they actually come from. So it actually is very good for checking your own privilege, checking your own insecurities, and checking you to be like, maybe the problem's not out there, we need to start with ourselves. So to be honest, I'd really recommend that book for anyone, for any girl, to be honest, any woman or anyone like who identifies as a woman to read. Next thing I do is take the Rimmel Instant Anti-Age Eraser Concealer. Okay, so now I powder using the Maybelline Fit Me in 220 as well. I just do that all over my face and then I kind of carve it out with some banana powder. Next book then, to be honest, books are probably the main thing that have got me through this lockdown. So the next book that I've really enjoyed is actually a fiction book. Usually I just read books that teach me something. It is Ghosts by Dolly Alderton. Now a lot of you'll know that Everything I Know About Love is my favourite book of all time, and that's by Dolly Alderton. Ghost is her first ever fiction book. It's about being ghosted basically, and like online dating in the current climate. It's not even a love story though, it's kind of like a more modern day love story, which I really like and I think is quite appropriate to the times. Obviously like online dating and stuff is so big now. It leads me on to my next thing that's getting me through lockdown, or my next January favourite. It is podcasts. I literally used to be able to listen to podcasts. I found them so boring. In this lockdown, I'm kind of doing this thing where I'm keeping a journal, and every day I'm listening to a podcast and trying to learn something new every day. And when I learn it, I write it down in this notebook, and then I kind of see like after a week, oh, how much I learned, and do you know what I mean? And something not to do with college, like something just completely separate. I look crazy. Anyway, podcasts I've been loving. To be honest, I don't really like to recommend podcasts in general because I feel like that's such a wide range for you to actually go and look at. I actually really like recommending podcast episodes. So this week, my favourite podcast episodes, Neil Moncrief's podcast Same But Different, is where this all started, me wanting to listen to podcasts and learn from them. The Same But Different podcast about relationships, it's with Emer and Keelan. I think it's called Our Worst Heartbreaks, was really, really good. I actually started crying listening to it, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was really good, so I really recommend that. Not even like, I'm not even going through a heartbreak, like it's just a good thing to listen to. The next one then was their episode, their worst date episode. I really enjoyed, and that really good, to be honest. Other podcasts I've been listening to is basically anything that is an interview with that girl Dolly Alderton. It's an author. She wrote this book called Everything About Love. One, like if anyone asks me to recommend them a book to read, I'll literally give them that one. Basically listen to any interviews that she does, because she just has such a good use of English. She just is so knowledgeable that I'm just like, I want to have that, do you know what I mean? Listening to her interview on Fern Cotton's podcast, My Happy Place, that's what it's called, and it's the interview with Dolly Alderton. I really recommend that. I think they're all my podcast recs for this week. I put up a thing on my story and was like, is anyone listening to any really good podcasts? And actually a lot of people got back to me saying the Unpopular Opinion podcast is meant to be very good. I listened to one episode of it yesterday. Obviously it's hard to get into a podcast when you don't know the people, so like I'm gonna give it a few more goes, but I'll let you know how I get on with it. And someone else actually also recommended the Mind Poppers, seemingly is meant to be a very good podcast. Okay, I went MIA there for a minute because I did my brows, I put bronzer on my as eyeshadow, and I put highlighter as mascara as eyeshadow as well. And I curled my lashes, and I used the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and I used a brown Kiko eye pencil for the brown bits. I used the Flowmar bronzing powder as well. The next thing that is a favourite of mine is Pinterest. I kind of just got back into it recently. I've been really enjoying finding outfits in the style that my dream style, and trying to recreate them on like Shein, and like, you know, trying to recreate them. See, I've been asked like a couple of times this week, which is more than I've ever been asked, what's my Pinterest, which is very strange because I've just started using it again. My Pinterest is the same as my Instagram and my TikTok, so it's just Molly_T_Nelson. I have like a few public boards for different things. I'm using two different bronzers. I have this new NYX matte bronzer that I'm trying. I love bronzer, lads, if you can't tell. And then for my neck area, I use the Iconic Bronze. I just got this for Christmas, and I always do my jaw, try and fake a jawline. Then what I use is Iconic Bronze Airbrush Body Bling. Lads, I really, really recommend. Okay, yeah, so Pinterest has been a huge one. The next one has been working out. Now I know this sounds kind of like cliche and obvious. So I started off doing Kiki Fits, hour-long lives, daily lives, and then I kind of, they're brilliant, but I'm really getting motivated because I was kind of falling behind. Started doing Mad Fit dance workouts, and honestly lads, they are the best crack ever. Like, you don't even feel like you're working out. Then I do Pamela Reif's 10-minute beginner abs, and that's honestly, it's hard, but it's like manageable. And I'll usually go for a walk, and those three things I think have actually saved my little soul in this lockdown, because I just feel like I have a little agenda each day, and like I'm actually getting stuff done. And like then just like eating healthy and stuff like that, that actually does help me feel better in lockdown, so I really recommend that. The next thing, lads, is my favourite part of my makeup. It is my lips. I'm going to show you. So the first thing I do is I use Boldly Bare by MAC. It's a lip pencil, and I just overline my lips slightly. Kind of have like a natural overline. Someone on my TikTok live asked me the other day if I have lip fillers, and honestly I'd never been so complimented in my life. I don't, but my lips are probably the only thing I actually kind of half like about myself. I don't even overdraw them that much, like it's kind of slight like. And then what I do is I grab lip balm. It kind of just, I feel it helps them make them look a bit more natural. Then I'll grab MAC in Whirl, and then I will grab an Essence Shine 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 pink lip gloss. These are just pennies, €2. I think that is my makeup done. I'm gonna just go get ready and then I'm gonna come back and say the last few things that are my favorites. Okay, the next few things I've been loving are just kind of small, but like really, I really love them. So the next thing is the rollers. Rollers I've been doing the last little while, and honestly, they're a game changer. They make you look like you have a curly blow dry, and it's amazing. So what I do is I just curl my hair with the GHD, and then I pop 2 rollers like that at like dinosaur on the top of my head. Right, the next thing I've been loving was music. Now I've absolutely been loving Tom Rosenthal. I've seen him on TikTok. He's just like this kind of sentimental music, like really like I don't know, it's just really nice. All Lights Are On is my favourite song. You might know it. I'll just play a bit. Alexa, play Lights Are On by Tom Rosenthal. I can play like a few seconds of it. It's this one. All of his music is so nice for journaling and stuff. Really recommend. The next thing then is masks. I got really nice masks from ASOS and Topshop online, and they have the little bit, the metal bit that goes around your nose, and they're really good for work and they don't get sweaty and condensation, because like I've been work all day with my mask on, so I really recommend those ones. Last thing then would be Eevee Eyewear is the name of the brand. They're in my following on Instagram, so if you go into my following you'll see them, but it's a blue light eyeglasses company, and they're so cheap and they're really good. So I bought them and I really love them. Yeah, that's everything. Okay, so that is the end of the chit chat, get ready with me January favorites kind of video. Let me know if you enjoyed this more chit chat, chillax, sit down kind of video, because I really enjoyed making it. I want to say thank you so much for all the support and all the love on my videos recently. I hit 10k like last week on TikTok, and now I'm actually on 12k, so that's just crazy to me. So if you aren't already following my TikTok and my Instagram, I will leave my name there. I know my hair looks a bit crazy, Bensi blow dry vibes, but it kind of falls out really nice. I don't like to mess with it too much. I like to just let it do its own thing. Make sure to subscribe. I put up videos every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. As per usual, if you put a photo in your story and tag me, or you DM me a photo on Instagram of you watching my videos, I will shout you out. So from my last video, I had a few shout outs to share. Okay, this week's shout out goes to Molly, Rebecca, Kira, Ellie, Nicole, Lauren and Paige. Thank you so much girls for watching my last video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!